Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. We're going to take just a small break on the Nomad, and we're going to get a little bit of work done on the 78 Nova. Going to do the idle arm, and on the 70 Lemans Sport we are going to fix some burnt starter wires. So I'll see you back at the end. My helpers. Okay, we're going to replace the idler arm on the 78 Disco Nova. Okay, this is from O'Reilly's. That's the idler arm itself. And I give you a nut and stuff with it. So let's take a look at it under here. And I would have never noticed this unless it was up in the air like this. I had a rag. This is it here. When you check your front end, make sure you got it off the ground, the wheels off the ground, and you can see it. See it wiggling? So it's loose in here, and it's pretty scary when you have one of these break, fall out. I had it happen many moons ago, driving along the highway, and it popped out. I can't remember if it popped out of here or here, but you lose all your steering, and it ended up in a ditch slowly, so I didn't wreck. But yeah, it's pretty scary. So anyway, it's just attached. I have to clean this off. Should be a cotter pin in there. I'll have to clean it off with a screwdriver or something, and undo that. Probably gonna have to get a deal in there to pop it out. And then it's got two bolts, nuts and bolts on it here, and if I remember right, these holes here make it so it pivots. I'm not exactly sure why, whether that's part of a front end alignment. So I'm gonna just mark this with a scrawl thing or some masking tape, mark it all the way around there, and then put the new one on right where it come off. To get at the other side of this, there should be two holes in the frame. Yeah, these two holes right here. So you get a, I can feel it. Anyway, get your socket and a long extension. Hold that, using it, well, I'm going to be using an impact, and then a wrench on this end, and then pop it off. But yeah, so just taking this off first. That way you get some leverage there with the little fork. Stick your fork in there, bang it, pop it loose, and then unbolt it here. So it should be a pretty easy job. Okay, let me get started on it and I'll be back. Okay, I'll go step by step. This is up in there like that with the cotter pin. Take the cotter pin off, then the 3/4 nut, and then use this like this to stick it in there. It didn't take much, just a little hit. It'll pop right down, so you can see how loose that is there. Who knows how long it'll last. But yeah, that moves your steering. Okay, the next step is to take off these. I'll have to clean off some grease. Might be a 5/8. No, it might be 3/4. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, not difficult at all. There it is there. You just take off them. There's a bolt and a nut right there. Just use your impact and an extension through the back. And a wrench on this side. It's 5/8 on that side, 11/16 this side. Okay, then just line up your new one. I put some tape around where it should go. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, went on pretty straight. There isn't any you know, to move it. It pretty much went in them holes there and stayed pretty straight. Okay, so tighten them up and then turn your key so you can move your steering. Move your wheels. Well, I did, but there we go. And pop that up in there like that. Put your new nut on there. Then your cotter pin. Then your little grease fitting goes right in there. And grease it up. It should be pre-greased, but probably not. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, okay. They gave the wrong size cotter pin and wrong size nut. So you have to reuse your old one here. And that's it. It took a little bit of grease. It started coming out the edges of that washer looking thing. But yeah, that's it. It doesn't move at all now. Okay, so that's it for that little job. We'll have to move on and see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. But I'm going to give her a good once over there before I take her on the Hot Rod Power Tour. Anyway, we'll see you later. Okay guys, today we're going to work on the Chevy Lemans Sport. I hadn't driven it in a couple of months, and I went to boost it, and one thing wrong with Pontiacs, or one thing I don't like, is the starter wires. Okay, this goes from the positive of the battery down through this metal sleeve. Nobody can see that very good. And then it goes down to the starter. So when I tried to boost it, it started smoking in there. So something's arcing in there. So I'm not sure. It's not factory taped or nothing there. So somebody rigged something up. This guy that I bought it from was a bit of a redneck engineering type guy. He told me to put on a new one-wire alternator. So yeah, you can see the connection here, and then it just goes right to the battery. But here's all the original alternator wires right there. That one is. I'm not sure what this one is. And then this, not sure what that is either. I have an idea. And then there's something here. So I don't know what we can accomplish here. It run and drove great. Starts up fine and everything. I don't have any electrical problems other than just this the other day when it's arcing. So that's all I'm gonna fix. I don't know what to do about this later on. Okay, so I'm gonna jack it up, put her on jack stands and get underneath there and disconnect them wires, then disconnect this bolt here and pull everything up. Anyway, we'll look at it better when I'm underneath. I'll be back. Okay guys, first thing I wanted to check, it has 350 emblems on the rocker moldings, and the guy I bought it from said it was a rebuilt 400. Well, there's the 350 stamped right in the block, so he lied to me, or he got lied to. He didn't have it very long. I got the history video of it. He bought it. An old man won it at a raffle, and then he got it off the old man. So okay, I'll get the light here. I don't think you can see it very good, but anyway, I got to drop the starter, and there's two wires, I believe, going to the solenoid, which goes up through that little tube, and then it just looks like the one battery cable coming out of it. So I don't know where these two, they got them connected to. Anyway, let me drop the starter and prop it up, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the starter dropped down. I had to loosen that harness. They had it zipped up there with zip ties. So I took the two wires, the little one there, the big battery cable there, which there's two of them. Two wires. So I should be able to pull that up through there now and undo it. So let's go up top. Okay, so there was a battery cable, and then these wires here. So I undone the 9/16 nut there, so we can pull this up. See, this is supposed to be a guard against the manifold heat, but it's not a very good idea. Okay, yeah, that's probably it right there. Probably it right there. Yeah, there, looks good. So what happened was this wire here was hitting this. So we got to get an end for that. Let me cut all these out, make sure the wires are good up there. I'm going to have to splice an end. Well, see, this one here was cut too, I think. Yeah, right there. That was cut too. That's the main, this cable. Really should probably get another one. But these ones here, this little one here is good. But this one I'll have to splice it or something. Yeah, you can see how it goes down in between the manifolds, and this is supposed to be a heat thing, but it kind of looks factory coating stuff. That's probably just a Pontiac problem. That's well, when this motor was rebuilt, they should have done that and make sure it wasn't going to hit. But if nothing's been touched over the years, that's what happens with Pontiacs. They just get like that because of this damn thing here. But okay, if I can't find another cable, I might just buy a new one. Oh, actually, I think I do have one, but it's black. Let me round up that, fix that. I'll be back. Okay guys, just about finished with it. If you can see them wires going into that little tube and up. What it was it was twisted towards the manifold more. I'll show you on top. Okay, this tube is bolted right there. This tube was twisted that way, so it was hitting the manifold. The bottom of the wires were hitting the manifold, so I had to make sure it was that way before I tighten that up. But anyway, I got a piece of cable for that second wire and soldered it in right there. That's as long as I could get that donor wire, was up to here. Okay, so this is the regular cable here, and I'm gonna cut that and put it into this cable here. Probably get a, I don't have a new one handy, but see what I can round up better than that. And then plug this back in here. It's still not the best design. There's not much room. For them wires down there, before it hits the manifold, there's about an inch on each side. Probably better to wrap all that up in heat shield type stuff. But anyway, that's all I can do for now. And pull these wires back. Okay, so I'll be back when I get this cable done. We'll start her up. Okay guys, you can see the wires a little bit better here. They're rubbing right on the bottom of that tube. Well, anyway, I got my little jump pack here. If you want one, I'll leave it in the link in the description. This is one of them cheap dash covers to see how the sun's, so I don't like buying them. But I didn't build this car. I bought it, or traded it like this. She runs great, sounds great, but it's only a 350. Damn, I wish it was a 400, but yeah, it's a little bit cold-natured. I gotta redo the jump pack. Anyway, I'm gonna need to check the transmission fluid. Looks like some drips along the transmission pan. I don't know what's going on with the phone. Butt dialing or something. Okay, I got a passenger mirror here that I got a while back from a junkyard, and I need to paint it this purple and put it on. Maybe we'll do that. Probably tighten up them transmission bolts now that it's drivable and get it up there on some jack stands or on the ramps, and figure out some more stuff. I don't know. I did find another battery clamp. Of course it's black like the cable. I don't know why they don't sell red cables anymore. Well, at least AutoZone did, and everything was black. So it had the one wire alternator going to it, and then this one here, I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's, I don't know, it's fusible, whatever it is. But I'll have to go over this, even though I've had it a couple of years. I'll have to go over it, and I've driven it a lot, but I just haven't done any work to it. I haven't had it jacked up or anything. Now the AC is supposed to work. It's supposed to just need a belt. So we'll see if there's a Freon in there. Maybe put on a belt and see. Try to do something with these wires and button up all the little stuff. I mean, it's 99.9% just perfect. Somebody shop restored it, or somebody restored it, and donated it to this Cancer for Kids type auction. And some old guy bought it. Or no, it was a raffle, not an auction. And this old guy, 70-something years old, won it. And only drove it once, and it sat in his garage for like 2 years. And then the guy I got it from had bought it off of him. And then I traded him for a 67 Chevelle, which was in really, really bad shape. So, a real rust bucket. So anyway, I just been driving it. Well, not very much, but I haven't done anything to it. It's time to really go over it and fix a little stuff like that. You know, glad something like that didn't happen on the highway. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, I guess that'll wrap up this video. I just rinsed them both off. You know, I'm bordered by dirt roads, so don't take more than a couple of days and they get full of dust. But yeah, I'm getting ready to do some more work to the Lemans, and so I guess that's it for this video. We'll get back to the Nomad soon. I'm gonna put a radiator in the 74 GTO, get it running, and put some gas in it and stuff like that. I think that'll be the next video. Then we'll get back on this Nomad. So yeah, if you want a bumper sticker, $5, help the channel out. PayPal.com, just email, send to my email, which is clunkersandclassics@gmail.com. Okay, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that stuff. And we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.